Okay, for the camera vein insertion practice, each station will have a earwax camera with vein simulation tubing and 2 power cables, a battery. So this battery will be for camera to charge when it's not being used. Also to charge the student's phone, because the student will be using their own phone to connect to the camera. And that way their phone is charged and the suitor will be charged. They both will charge at the same time. Highly recommend that we connect students' phones so that we don't lose battery. So this is for the volunteers. I'm gonna show you guys how to synchronize this to your iPad or your iPhone or any phone or tablet. I'm gonna write down the Wi-Fi signal name here, but first I need you to download SUEAR, SUEAR, and then download that app. Now once you downloaded the app, I need you to go to your Wi-Fi settings. And from your Wi-Fi settings, I want you to press this blue button and hold it until you see the flashing. There you go. And it's gonna blink. When it's blinking, you'll see SUEAR with the corresponding Wi-Fi name, okay? So it has the same Wi-Fi name. Now you'll see that it says connected. And once it's connected, I want you to press the home button. And now our camera is visible. From here, you're going to squeeze the camera inside of the rubber tubing. The rubber tubing is going to represent our veins, and this is going to be already taped down for you, and this is going to be taped down for you. So we're going to have them start their insertion at about 1.5 centimeters from the camera. And what this is going to demonstrate is for them to be able to see the angle of their insertion is going to make a big difference on whether they're going to poke through and through, and this will be practice for them to see what it looks like on the inside and how much the needle is actually cutting the endothelial lining of the vein, and why angles matter. Why after the insertion we advise nurses to shallow the angle of the needle in the insert, and they'll be able to see what cannulation looks like and see how from the angle, even though the catheter is touching the vein and not the needle, you can see how hard that catheter is digging into and how much pressure you can still apply and possibly erode or scratch the endothelial lining of the vein. So even the advancement of the catheter can cause slight damage. And here's also what I want you to do with them. I want you to pull this needle out, and we're gonna have plenty of catheters. I want you to teach them and show them to do this with their skin. And I want you guys to do it yourselves as well. I want you guys to feel how hard. I'm already scratching my skin. When you see that white line, that white streak, that means there's dead skin cells I just scratched off. So if this is scratching my skin off, can you imagine what it's doing to the inside of our veins? So I want them to understand this and do this exercise so they can conceptualize the damage that even the catheter can cause. And now, does damage mean permanent damage? Of course not. Does damage mean that it will not be a usable IV? Of course not. However, it may be the cause, because not all veins are as healthy as one another. Every vein has a different level of health. So even the smallest damage could cause the vein to clot. And these are things that I want the clinicians to understand. If you have any questions, please reach out to Kelly and I'll answer them as quickly as possible.